following podcast is brought to you by the Droids Canada Network.
Shut up.
Chicka channel. Don't worry, I won't say it.
Dicks.
No. Quips.
I don't know what's wrong with you anymore.
I honestly don't know. It's my quacktastic sweater.
This is the dumbest shirt ever.
It's gotten cold.
Yeah, you're weatherman too today.
Oh, how so?
I don't know.
Because I pointed out that it's cold? Oh yeah, you got the paper today.
I got the papers.
You got the papers.
I got the papers. Our late show.
It is a little late.
I'm just staring at him.
Why? It's my fault.
It is your fault.
100% my fault.
Because you got a fucking yellow shirt.
Yellow.
Can you try and do the Mellow Yellow song with that voice?
I don't know the Mellow Yellow song.
Mellow Yellow.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Oh yeah.
Just butter it.
Whoa. Did you want us to leave?
Okay.
And she's not saying anything.
Scroll.
I got stuck on that eyeless cat. See?
Is it cat with no eyes?
Yeah. And no.
What the fuck? It looks like a...
Anyways, we're having a fun-filled episode.
It looks like the kind of skull that you'd find in the desert.
Fantastic. Anyways, it's another episode of the Falcon Arrow. Oh my god, hold on. Falcon Arrow!
Oh.
I apparently turned that down. Hold on. We're trying. Falcon Arrow? Oh.
Welcome to our show.
I broke it.
Yeah.
I broke it. Anyways, we're going to review AEW's Dynamite on September the 9th.
Dynamite after all
On
else.
September 11th. Anyways.
Let's get right to it. Get right to it. Opening
That was a
match.
little bit of a crash.
Opening match. You have the Jurassic Express versus...
I was like reliving that day so many years ago.
What?
Anyways,
the Jurassic Express Day?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Luchasaurus has been around for how many years? Millions?
65 million years or whatever.
Exactly. Look, Ma. Hi, Mom.
Okay, I actually have a good note for the end of the match. So you watch the Lucha Brothers with Eddie being so misused.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, I listened to two podcasts this week. Two? One with Jericho. He was on Jericho's show, and then he was on AEW Unrestricted. And Unrestricted, they were like, oh yeah, he's going to be great. He's going to be a standout star, whatever. Then I watched that match. What is the literal fucking point of him being down ringside with a Butcher and Blade beside him? What is the literal point of having a heel manager there who just goes, what's going on, bro?
Shake his hand.
Shake his hand. Your brothers, goddammit. Goddammit.
Stop it. Shake his hand.
Potato.
Todd.
What?
Shake his hand.
Stop it.
Oh, I shook my arm.
I do have to say, though,
hand.
in that first match, there was one choke slam.
That was a nasty choke slam. The flip over choke slam?
Yeah, that was impressive.
But that's not the first time, though. I think it's more of a trend now.
Was it Pentagon who took it?
No, it's Phoenix.
Phoenix? Phoenix, so leapt in the air to give that. The one from the top, when he choke slammed off the top rope.
That should be a move for Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
That move is holy fuck.
That was
you're just watching it and you're like, oh.
That was shit, that was good.
Shit.
That was good.
Shit.
So that first match I actually enjoyed. It was a good opening match. It was tag team action at its finest. Now, what is the name of the move where they dive through the ropes? The Tope Suicido?
Yeah, okay. Mid-rope suicido.
Mid-rope Suicido?
Suicide dive.
Freaking match. It is a mid-rope Suicido.
Yeah, I have to agree with Cornette on that one.
What, that's too much?
It's too much.
There's too many of them.
Because everyone has to do it. Even Potato's got to do it.
Every match has to do it.
Potato.
And all they do is dive through and push
stew.
them into the guardrail.
Fucking bearded potato.
Push them through a guardrail. But I actually really enjoyed that match, and that was close to the match of the night for me.
Not me. I just... Every week, it's because I see Jurassic Express every week.
Every single week you see them.
You have to see them.
You should have somebody else from Tag Team Division taking up a little bit of time.
Let's have a private party.
Was that?
Let's have a private party.
Oh, they forgot about them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about...
The Hardy Party?
The Hardy Party, yeah.
Hardy Party?
What about the Initiative? Oh, that's right. They're not together anymore. Mm-hmm. That's your fault. You were pushing Peter Avalon too hard.
Yeah, I know. It was my fault. See, I'm pushing Butcher and Blade, and they're...
Yeah, Butcher and Blade got a huge push when they first showed up, and then...
Now they're valets.
Yeah. Oh. What is the point? Mm-hmm. What is the literal point? Pointless split. They did a pointless, they might be breaking up this unnamed stable randomly.
Is this a building of something else for like when Pac comes back?
It could be. But the biggest point that I made on this is that Eddie calls out not being eliminated, but why isn't he not making this a big thing?
Yet.
You lost your was it world title or it was a world title championship. Your world title shot, and you're like, I didn't get eliminated. Don't forget. And you're like, well, I'd be losing my shit.
They're building. They got to be building on
That's
something.
a really bad burn. Like he should have been. Eddie Kingston's the type of guy to not keep his mouth shut, and his mouth shut. That's what's weird to me. He made a fucking like what's it called? Passive aggressive bitch comment.
Well, they built this heel stable with him leading it, making it seem like they're going to come out and they're going to just brutalize everyone. They're going to cheat. They're going to do everything that they have to do to come on top.
That's what she said.
Since then, they've lost having 5 people in a 20-person battle royal. They lost it, and they lost to Jurassic Express on a botch move. Well, not a botch, but a move gone wrong by a super tag team. And it's not making them look strong whatsoever. But then again, they spent how many months making the Dark Order not look strong?
Yeah.
And then finally fixed it.
Fucking
so
Silver.
There is hope. There is hope for my boy. The Bush.
There is still hope. There is still hope. I give it a 2.
You gave it a 2?
Yep.
2.5.
2.5 for the match of the night.
What's that?
You gave it 2.5 and it's the match of the
Yeah.
night.
Well, wait for the other matches. So,
He doesn't know what I'm scoring, so he's kind of just winging it. All right, the next segment, I wrote Matt Hardy, and that's it, because that's how much I didn't like. Listen, I'm not buying the fact he wasn't knocked out.
He was.
He was knocked out. They don't want to admit that he was knocked out. I don't know why he wouldn't want to admit that, because it's very evident he was knocked out. There's no way.
Why was his wife and kid there? Why did I care about
Because she's probably pissed off that he was knocked out.
She's like,
Trust me, Rebby Hardy does
I'm
not
gonna
keep
be
her shit to
watching
herself.
now.
Yeah, she does not keep shit to herself. She has gotten him in so much trouble with her fucking mouth in 2 different companies. Trust me. When that happened, she tweeted saying, no, he actually had a concussion.
Oh.
well, he did.
Well, yeah, he didn't
He
say.
was pretty
he said
fucked
he was
up.
injured, but didn't say what the injury was.
He was concussion.
And said, "I will make 100% recovery." Doesn't mean it's going to be a year. Doesn't mean it's going to be 3 years.
Yeah, I was saying to her, I'm like, this is the retirement speech is happening. Just the way how it started.
That's what I originally thought too. That it was
like
the
it's
retirement
happening,
speech.
and good for you. I mean, he I think he could be a good producer. I think he could be an agent. He doesn't need to be in the ring anymore. He can't walk. His back is gone. He
does have that broken down wrestler walk that we've seen wrestlers walk through the Comic-Con with.
Yeah, like I mean, the point is that the Broken Brilliance has run its course in 3 different companies.
Yeah,
It's time to hang her up. That's just me. My boy, finally on a Dynamite, Angelico. And then I was like, oh, I'm so happy they let Angelico wrestle, and didn't let him do his typical moveset. Got to make sure Orange Cassidy gets over.
is it kind of like the dumbing down of Brian Cage?
Yep, absolutely. Angelico, and everyone says I'm full of shit. I say, fuck your face.
Fuck your face.
Go watch Lucha Underground, and you'll see Angelico do the most insane shit you've ever seen in your life.
That is the first time I saw Angelico, and it was like all of his kind of joint manipulation stuff was really cool because I haven't seen stuff
He's
like
just
that.
a very tall,
lanky
guy.
Yeah.
Like
that guy from the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow who can fit himself through a tennis racket head.
Jack
You've
Swagger?
seen it?
What?
No, Jack Swagger reaches stuff from the
Oh,
top
I don't
shelf.
know. Maybe he's doing that too. I don't
pickle
know.
jar.
Listen, I wasn't there.
You know that jar of pickles that's on the top shelf that no one eats? He can get it. What's that? The Sweet Baby Gherkin. Sweet Baby Gherkin. That is his new name, is Sweet Baby Gherkin.
Sweet baby gherkin.
Look at Sweet Baby Gherkin.
Those are my favorite.
Your favorite pickles is a Sweet Baby Gherkin?
Sweet baby gherkin.
Sweet Baby Gherkin.
Sweet baby gherkin. You know what? Orange Cassidy goes over. Not impressed. I am not impressed with the Superman punch. If I didn't like it with Roman Reigns, what
Yeah.
makes you think I'm going to like
I
it with Orange
recall
Cassidy?
watching WWE events like pay-per-views with you where we would do an over-under how many Superman punches will be thrown in the match.
It's still true, though.
And yeah, we'd even have a title
And
belt
now
for it.
Roman
Oh,
Reigns,
yeah.
not to get too off topic, is now on a hot streak and has finally found his groove
As a heel?
as a heel.
Like everyone has said for fucking ever?
Put him as a fucking heel, and you're gonna see some shit. And not only they made him a heel, you gave him the best mouthpiece you can find.
Yeah.
You gave him that legitimized Brock Lesnar.
Remember
Brock Lesnar.
way back when you had a wrestling superstar who was getting a lot of attention,
But can't
was
talk worth
really,
shit.
really good, who could talk decently on the microphone as well, and then you give him Haman, and he becomes the biggest star in the world, and then leaves to become a UFC fighter?
Who's a better shoot? Heyman or Tully?
Or Tully? That's
Oof,
tough.
that is tough.
I'm going to go with Heyman.
Oof. Tully.
Um,
What's
um,
that?
Tully's
Oh, you
just-
didn't see that
Tully's
one promo he
too
cuts.
intense all the time.
Maybe that's
He's
why.
too intense.
He's too intense.
He's got to take a chill pill.
Maybe it was a heart attack. Anyways,
Maybe he needs like one of those chocolate bars because he's hangry. Snickers.
Orange Cassidy goes over, then Santana Ortiz beats him with a roll of nickels and a freaking
Yeah.
sock.
That's a good weapon.
And then Best Friends come
Sock
out. And
full of
again, it's
quarters.
like, all right, we're furthering a fucking story that no one wants to see. It's like, okay, guys, we got to make
Yeah.
sure. Listen, we got to make sure the Best Friends get paid. So we're going to do another story. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And everyone in the crowd's
you
like,
could still continue that story.
no, I don't think they should.
Because it takes a tag team that should be involved in the main events of tag teams
Sure.
out of it because it's such a clusterfuck of so many good teams. So they've taken that team away from it for a while
Right.
and given them a decent story. So I'm all for it.
I guess. I just have no, and I gave it a 2. I didn't think the match was that great. It was fun. I think Angelico was
Cassidy
muted.
one?
Yeah, I gave it a 2. I think it was a fun match to watch, but I think if Angelico was allowed to do what he wanted, it probably would have been a 3.
See, I also gave it a 2.5 just because of the uniqueness of something I haven't seen, which I thought was pretty. Like his joint manipulation, I thought was really cool.
Oh my god.
What?
I can't read my writing.
Can't read your own writing?
Oh yeah, the Bucks for their heel turn
Yeah, with the super kick.
to Alex Marvez. Who gives a shit about that fucking guy?
Yeah, but they were each
My God,
personally
I have
fined
to skip it.
$5,000 from
Skip
Tony
it.
Khan.
Skip it.
Skip that?
Tell
Yeah.
me,
What?
what day is it?
Today's Friday,
Also, what day is it today?
September 11th.
It's Rusev Day.
It is Rusev Day.
Jesus Christ. And he had no problem ripping on WWE. No problem.
Nope. None whatsoever.
So the problem with Rusev...
But you did miss a certain segment, which was my actual highlight of the night,
What?
was Jake the Snake's dyed mustache.
He's
He's going the route of the Hollywood Hogan cork beard. That mustache was dark.
Hey, man,
I've
the
never
Hollywood
seen
Hulk
that.
Hogan corkbeard was amazing.
Cork beard was great because he kept his mustache light. But Jake the Snake, what the hell is he doing? He has like
He's fighting Father Time.
He has a thick black mustache now. Like,
I think he's just actually literally using paint.
no, it's got to be something.
Paint.
Maybe it's Sharpie.
Ooh,
Maybe
I
it's the
should do a
same.
Sharpie.
Maybe it's the same paint that Murder Chicken painted.
His red
Everybody
hair with.
Dies. on
Maybe.
his
Hear me
back.
out. Maybe.
It's Everybody Dies Inc.
Hear me out.
Okay.
I have a theory. Are you ready for the theory?
I'm ready.
What
Give
if,
it to me.
What if I know who the father of Murder Chicken is?
Who? Who?
It's fucking Red Rooster.
The Terrence Taylor?
It's Terry Taylor.
The Red Rooster?
Terry Taylor was a womanizer, and he fucked a ton of bronze. It's possible. It's legitimately possible.
And that's why he's so angry because
Terry Taylor never became anything because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. That's legit truth. He'd get in trouble with women all the time. So they just punished him, and then eventually the man road age, and he still was fucking everything with his goddamn dick.
would you be mad if your father was a WWE or a wrestling superstar who never could make it and had a stupid
He
gimmick?
made it everywhere. The problem is the only place he didn't make it was WWE. That was the only place he didn't
Had
make
a
it.
stupid gimmick with a stupid red little nubby
So
mohawk?
they made him put a fucking mohawk as if it was like a chicken, whatever. I don't even know what that's
like
called.
a gizzard?
A gizzard on his head, and he literally do cock-a-cock-a-roo.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, what the
He'd
fuck?
walk around and cluck. Like,
Yeah, he seriously
because he's
would.
the Red Rooster.
He's the fucking Red Rooster.
Oh, it
hey
was
man, we had
brutal.
Tatanka.
That was racist.
No, you know
A
what?
little bit.
Tatanka was still a badass character though. When you think about it, he was undefeated for a year.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good run, and then when he came back 10 years ago, he had another good run. But then, he's old.
Yes, he is.
So Rusev shows up. He is now Kip Sabian's best man, which
What was his name?
That
Rusev. Oh, his Miro. His real name is Miro.
that segment fucking sucked.
It did suck, but it helped him get over that 1 million rating.
It
That-
helped him get over
It
because
helped
of
him get over it. Oh, yes, it did.
because that whole
Because you really think about
that
it, this is not a
segment-
good. This is not a good Dynamite. But
see-
yet they broke 1 million.
I liked that Dynamite.
And plus, but here's the thing. Though, here's the question: did they break the 1 million because of the card, Or they break the million because NXT's on Tuesday.
It's true.
Because now
NXT
they haven't announced it if NXT's going to be on
has
Tuesday again.
just given them extra viewers.
Yeah.
Good job, Vince.
Well, there's no point in dividing them.
Yeah.
There's no point, but
The question is trying to find out what NXT's ratings were.
I mean, there was really no meat on the bone for this whole Rusev showing up thing. It was just hey, he's here.
Yeah, he's here. There wasn't really that much of a pop. There was some. As soon as he said, "I'm Miro," I thought of Star Trek, the re-release of Star Trek. Yeah. Hi, I'm Nero, the guy who blows up the planets.
Oh my God!
It's Nero. No, it's Miro.
I'm the best video game player in the world.
It is so random. It's just like how they
the
screwed up
Twitch thing.
Dune.
I am the greatest wrestler.
Oh,
I
she's
will
pretty upset about
overpower everybody. And I'm a great Twitch streamer.
No.
I'm better at games than you.
'Cause
I'm the gamer.
Like the version of let's
I'll beat you in the middle of the ring.
Everyone who's there knows exactly who he is, even with the dyed hair.
I didn't know.
It's Rusev Day. It's Rusev. Rusev was the guy in the WWE who everyone thought should be this incredible monster.
He
They're
did.
building him for it, and then they fucked
had-
him. They fucked him.
They fucked him bad. He had one of the best intros of WrestleMania. He came out literally on a fucking tank.
That's cool.
Because he's the Bulgarian Bruce, so they're kind of doing that East versus West story, like the Americans versus whatever.
They used to hang a poster of Vladimir Putin at the ring when he'd fight, and he would kick the shit out of people and then salute Putin.
You know the reason why they
Like-
buried him? Because he got over on his own. No, like his shirt, Rusev Day,
Yeah.
was selling like
Well,
hotcakes.
after his real life wife was his manager.
CJ, she's fucking
And
ugly as sin.
she was. They put her in all these different stupid storylines, made him look kind of horrible, and he still got over with this Rusev Day thing. It's one of those, all the fans loved him because they know he was one of the more talented people who should have a massive main event push, but they buried him, and they're gonna regret it because he's definitely a main event star. Now, will AEW use him in this as a main event star? They could, because they could use singles, like a better singles push. But the question is how are they going to use him?
Not good.
Well, they're already starting.
No, I
him
think
off
they're
with
going to
Kip
use him
Sabian.
well, but
Like,
here's the problem: is that are they going to shoot him to the moon like they did with Moxley, and then now Moxley's there, and you're like, okay, I want Moxley gone because he's not exciting.
yeah,
He just has different backdrops every week. That's it.
Yeah,
you
just
don't know
a-
which way the potato's coming at you.
A different place around the arena. What kind of
Multi-directional
wall?
potatoes.
What kind of wall will the potato be in front of? Is the question.
Right, and that's what I'm saying is that now I'm beginning to wonder, is this ever going to change?
Do you think they've done that with FTR as well, though? Let's bring in this high-profile WWE signing. They're coming in here. They're going to take over. Let's get them into the main event right away. Or they should do the slow build.
Always a slow build.
Always do a slow build.
Brian
just to-
Cage.
To show...
Brian Cage.
Yeah.
Welcome to Brian Cage. They shot him to the moon, and then they're like, okay, but he
Now
can't.
what
He
can
can't
we do
beat
with
him. Now what do we do with him?
What do we
He's
do
just
with him?
literally floating around.
He's hanging out with Fivehead.
Oh,
Who's painting himself
Fivehead.
up as Darby.
You know what? I don't mind Ricky Starks. I don't mind
Actually,
him at all.
I don't mind him either. He reminds me of The Rock when everyone hated him before he became cool.
Yes, he's a lot like The Rock.
Has some arrogance to him. It's like, this guy's an annoying fuck. But then you get used to him, and it's like, I kind of like this guy. So,
Yeah, I totally.
Ricky Starks.
I don't. I'm not-
Absolute Rippy Starks.
Rippy.
Rippy.
Absolute Rippy Starks.
Absolute Rippy.
That's not right.
No, I don't think that's right at all, Dan.
Rippy Starks.
So, moving on. You're sitting there doing computer work.
Yes, I'm getting stuff ready because you were just going on a good rant and I didn't want to ruin it.
Well, it wasn't really that much of a rant. I'm
Okay, you know what?
I'm
then
just
fuck
interested
you.
in
I'm not giving
how
you-
they're going to use. Nero.
Brother Nero.
My name's Nero.
God, I don't know.
Where are you, Spock?
Brr.
You sit and watch your planet be
My
destroyed.
mind is your mind.
like mine
Now
was.
touch my pee-pee.
That's not how you do it.
Oh, that's not how you do it. Oh shit.
The name is Nero.
That explains why the women weren't wearing clothes in that one.
In what one?
Anyways, the Hangman Page. I feel like putting on My Chemical Romance when he was talking.
Hangman Page.
I can't believe I messed up. You know what's funny? I ended up watching the episode of Being the Elite this week, and he was doing the same thing. He was randomly stopping people like Cutler. Like Cutler would shoot a segment. He did a segment with like Christopher Daniels, and Christopher Daniels physically walked away. And he's like, "Hey man, can I talk to you a second?" And he's like, "Sure." So he's got his phone down as if like he's not recording or whatever. And he's like, "Man, I'm really sorry. I really want the Bucks to let me back in." I was like, "Shut up, man! No, fucking man up."
They're setting the table for his redemption storyline for Ultimate
fuck,
Face.
who gives a fuck? You goddamn
Ultimate
drunk.
redemption storyline. That's what
At
it's going to
least
be.
fucking you knew with Roberts he was a fucking drunk.
The storyline when his shoes were haunting him is the better story.
when his boot,
I like haunted
he
shoes.
murdered fucking Joey Ryan, and the boots were fucking making him feel bad. Yes, that was a good story.
That was a good
So
one.
that's no, there's really no meat of the bone. Okay, let's talk about this match. Jelly Janela
Yes.
versus Sunny Kiss. Sorry, with Sunny Kiss versus Hagar, Mr. Pickles, and Jericho.
Yes.
Random, why?
2.
Pickle Man.
2. 2.
2?
2.
2?
2.
You just giving it a 2?
This is like a tune-up match that no one wanted.
Oh, Lord. I want
It's like wait, it's Mike Tyson.
I want to see
get
them
Mike
do.
Tyson in here to fight a fucking guy
I
who
want
doesn't
to
even
see
box.
them do something with Pickles.
I
want to see something with Pickles.
I remember
We
when
the
Joey
people, man.
Janela came. Joey Jello.
Joey Janela?
Jelly Jello. His name. You know what? I fucking
call him
I
Snack
blame Cornette.
Just
I
call
blame
him-
Cornette.
Call him Snack Pack. That's all.
Oh, he has a new one too.
Snack Pack.
Oh, Balding Buck. I forgot to tell you about that one. That's
Balding Buck. That's
Balding
ugly.
Buck's a new one now.
That's ugly.
Balding.
That's Ugly Buck.
Ugly Buck.
Road Warrior Buck.
Road Warrior Buck.
No, I didn't see anything in that match that really stood out to me. It was okay. It didn't have my attention. I can tell you that right now.
So, since day one, first Dynamite.
Okay,
what
first off,
was-
quick.
Yeah.
I hate to cut you off. Why is Jericho tagging with Hagar? Why is he not tagging with Sammy and continuing with the Sex Gods? That's already an established tag team. They're actually on the tag team bracket.
Shirts. Yeah.
So why Hagar? Oh, Hagar needs to do something.
Yeah, Hagar does need to
You
do
can only
something.
reach for so many pickles.
And a lot of people do want to see Sammy because he's getting a following. He's freaking talented.
Yeah.
And his arrogance is pretty awesome. Now, you do want to see Hagar. I want to see more out of Hagar. I want to see what they can do with him. What kind of stupid Hanes tights he's going to be wearing, his stupid long arms, scratching his ankle without bending over. He's just weird. Like he's Teltos.
He's a Teltos. It's an Anne Rice thing.
I don't know what that is.
Anne Rice, vampire, interview with the vampire.
No, Teltos were the ghost people with the long legs.
A Taltos
They're
is a
born
ghost
fully
person with
formed.
long legs, and they're born fully formed.
Google it.
So
I'm not
how
Googling
is that? How does somebody get born like full size?
It's a demon baby.
It's a demon baby and a very deep
That only
vagina.
the witches can have.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, Anne Rice has a lot of books.
Anne Rice. Oh, I thought you meant Anne Frank. Moving on.
Oh Jesus! What show are we on?
Wrong podcast.
Yeah, I did
Wrong
think
show.
I think of the match and I gave her a 2.
A dose.
A duo.
Yeah, you know what? The match was nothing really that good. I think for a team that is starting, like, you look at week 1. Okay, what was the big, powerful faction?
Mm.
It was the
Inner
Jerichos.
Circle.
Inner Circle. Now they really made Sunny Kiss and Jelly Guy look strong. They made him. They made it look like they just squeaked out. You can't just squeak out a win and then turn around and say we're joining the tag division.
True.
And that's what didn't make sense to me in that one. If they would have squashed the match to show that they were a force to be reckoned with, that would have had more effect. So because of that, I give it a 1.5.
Ooh.
1.5.
I was a fucking asshole.
But I was still entertained.
I mean, I was entertained.
Are you not entertained?
I feel that it could have been better. I just feel like they could have done. I just have no stock already in the Sunny Kiss Joey Janela thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then to have a match with Jericho and Hagar, which has literally no build up, no story, nothing, no buy-in, I guess I would say.
Do you think Sunny Kiss would be better as a single star?
Yes.
I think Sunny Kiss is a very talented
One
person.
of the most talented people in that Fed.
Absolutely.
But you also have to break the mold. Sunny Kiss needs to find. No, I'm not going to use the word gimmick. That's not what I want to say. I want to say that he needs to find a group that works.
The proper push. Something that will give a proper push.
Yes, he needs to find something that's actually going to get him over, rather than you got to get away from. There's only gimmicking will only get you so far. Okay, you can only do a gimmick so much. Like look at Joey Janela. He'll never be a single star. He'll never be a tag team star. He'll be that one guy that took a Death Valley driver off the top of a barn onto the back of a fucking Ford truck and almost got paralyzed. That's what got him over. Period. That's all he'll ever be. He's going to be a jobber. But Sonny Kiss, not necessarily. Did the indies. Massive talent.
Such a nice butt.
Nice butt.
Has a nice pair of buttocks.
So nice.
Okay, did you want to send him a message or okay?
Good thing this is an audio podcast.
Yeah.
But then my question is it like this? Or is it like this?
Oh my god. Are you trying to do... Are you giving the benefit of the wraparound?
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I mean, we should investigate it a little bit further.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Okay. I found this show, not the bitch, had too many segments. Too many promo segments where you're like, oh my god.
I liked the fact that it had so many promo segments because they're starting... This is pretty much like a new season, right? So they're starting a lot of the new storylines are going to go this way, this way, this way. I love that about it. That's like the Raw after Mania. It is a majority of it is segments. That kind of lets you know where they're going to. This had a lot of segments that showed, they're going to be going this direction, this direction, this direction. And I really like that. So I enjoyed the episode.
I think it's too much. I think it's too much.
No, see, I don't.
MJF's...
My only problem with all of it is that it's the same people. They need to bring some of the other cars, some of the dark people up to give them an opportunity on Dynamite. Mm-hmm. The same people, always on Dynamite, just shuffling who's fighting who.
Okay, fair enough.
Just my opinion.
Not a good one.
I know.
But MJF setting the table for the Wardlow split.
Yep.
Mr. Sexy Lips himself.
Sexy lips.
Definitely sexy lips.
Sexy lips.
Pouty lips.
He does have very good pouty lips. I'm not going to
lips.
argue that.
He's got a gorgeous duck face.
So is he going
He's
to
got
be...
like Angelina Jolie inspired lips.
Yes.
So when they break and he becomes face, is he going to be like the Roman
Hopefully,
with the sexy lips?
he'll actually be treated as a monster heel, like a monster character, rather than a Luchasaurus that's a shitty fucking gimmick that needs to fuck off. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
You did.
Did I say that out loud? I don't give a
You
fuck.
did.
I fucking hate the
I
Luchasaurus.
don't
I hate
give
the
a
gimmick. I fucking think it's stupid. Stupid.
It is stupid.
It's fucking stupid. Like, why don't we bring back the fucking Goon and the fucking Brooklyn Brawler and Damian Demento?
I like the Goon and
Or
I like
Paul
Damien.
Hogan. Let's not forget about Paul Hogan, the knockoff Hulk Hogan that was out there.
They called him Paul Hogan? Because isn't that the guy who sells Foster's beer and was Crocodile Dundee?
I think it was Paul. No, it was a Terry. I think it was.
That's not a knife.
I found
This is a knife.
It's the guy who actually looked like Hulk Hogan, just not buff.
oh yeah, the Great Value version of Hulk Hogan. I've seen that. I've seen it.
FTR Tag Team Celebration, wasted segment.
Wasted
time.
Agreed. Wasted.
They just wanted to make everyone feel bad, and then they got rushed, and then whatever. I just kind of didn't care.
The only thing that I liked about it, I think it was the Dark Order you saw standing on the side of the stage, just like, fuck whatever. Okay, we're done. And they just turned around and walked away.
Best segment of the night, in my opinion, Fivehead making fun of Darby.
Yeah.
That made me laugh my fucking ass off. Oh, he was painted up
He did
again.
his painted up Darby thing again.
He was like, I'm going to listen. Well, he was making fun of like music.
I'm going to listen to like what,
some emo music.
Like Chemical Romance and ride my skateboard. And my skateboard
No one
friends
understands
they're going to be mad at me. And oh, yeah.
Making fun of him is funny.
Oh, he's good. He is very... I have to agree with Dan. I think he's like a new age Rock, just with more forehead.
Yeah. Well, Rock's got
way
forehead.
more forehead.
Rock's got more forehead than he has
need more
COVID.
forehead.
Okay?
Right.
More forehead than COVID.
So, here's a match that I could have lived without of.
What?
Nia Jax versus Tay Conti. Here's funny. Tay Conti is from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her debut match, and it's good squash. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, they said it was her debut match in AEW.
And she got crushed in 2 minutes.
But also showed a record of her having a record, like 1-1.
I think maybe a Dark Side.
Could have been on Dark Side. Honestly,
AEW Dark.
So what did you give that match?
1.5.
I gave it a 0.
Oh, wow.
Jesus
After
Christ.
it was a short match.
Dan hates women wrestling.
No, it was a short match. It had zero flow, and I ended up forwarding it through.
That's what she
Like,
said.
No, it's not hating women's wrestling at all.
Hates women wrestling.
No, you just okay. If anyone thinks I hate women wrestling and you have a problem with me, you can direct your hate mail to Battle Sausage 1 at Battle Sausage 1, and I will answer any question you pose at
if you
Battle
don't ask
Sausage
questions,
1.
Please do not bring up the fact that I have a medical condition. Medical condition. Medical condition.
What is your medical condition?
It's a medical condition.
You're the queen of the harpies.
The Hoppies. What about Kenny's heel spiel?
Yeah, the heel spiel.
Just move along. Just do the one thing that
Just
people
do it.
Do the forbidden move or whatever it is. Turn your back on somebody or whatever. Because obviously the Elite are going heels. Not even hiding it anymore.
But will they become a heel stable?
Yes.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
They'll stay
they're
together
gonna go
and
back
just
to
be
like the Bullet Club
the Bullet
style.
Club?
Yeah.
Is
All
it
right.
time to bring the Bullet Club in? I know
think,
they won't be able to, but
Tony can afford it. Tony can pay New Japan for the rights. I don't see why not. The Bullet Club's dead anyways.
do you think they do something kind of like what they're doing with TNA and do a crossover? Mm-hmm. New Japan's
I don't
huge.
know. New Japan is
But
huge.
how huge is it in the United
but
States? Does it
they
have
weren't
TV?
really too happy over AEW,
Does
though,
it have
because they lost their
TV?
top guy. Their top guy was Kenny.
Yeah.
And they also lost...
But now what if their top guy goes back to do some stuff?
I don't know. Those
Unite the
interpromotional...
clans. If they unite
Unite the clans.
Unite the clans. If they unite the clans, they can better take on WWE.
Perhaps.
Just saying. And you can have more TV time because people want to see what's going on in New Japan. And that could be their second show that pops up.
Sure.
Unite the clans to take on the Giant.
And the final match of the night,
Strength in numbers.
Goldust versus Mr. Brody Lee.
Yes.
Who I recently read has requested to not do any type of mockumentary things of Vince McMahon anymore. He's no longer doing that anymore.
That's smart.
It's smart. He has his own gimmick. I think he's going to keep the paper beating. I like when he beats
The
Evil
paper
Uno.
being the overbearing guy that he is, but not the kind of McMahon way that they were starting it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even funny. I think honestly they realized it wasn't funny. Fucking COVID / fucking iTunes.
COVID.
No, I just don't think they found it funny. One thing I like about this is probably Dustin's best match since his pay-per-view against Cody.
It was a good match. It was a very good match.
This was a good singles match that made me go, maybe there's some life still left in this horse.
He still has it, although he has an old man face.
That's not
in
old
shape.
man face. That's drug face.
It's old man face.
That's drug face.
No, it's old man face.
He did a lot of drugs, bro.
He did.
Like he can almost
He
I'd
did
go toe to
drugs,
toe
bro.
with fucking Jake for Snake Roberts.
Jake for snakes.
Jake for Snakes.
So-
that new Tears for Fear
So
song.
the next thing that's going to happen is Goldust is going to severely dye his mustache.
Fuck. No, it's severely dyed his head. He's been bleach blonding himself now for what? How many decades? 3, 4.
No idea.
Well, they always dyed their hair. I never understood. I don't even know why Cody. I get why Cody did it, but I remember when I saw him in Alpha One after he dyed his hair, I was like, really? And I actually stood up and said, "The real Slim Shady."
I was there for that.
And I was like, really, dude?
See,
Don't.
Alpha One is a great fed.
It's a very
I've
good
been
fed.
to I think two
or three shows.
Yeah,
And they start going back whenever COVID
And-
fucks off.
My whole thing when I'm sitting at it, and we always end up getting like ringside or like second row or whatnot.
Yeah.
I would just do the stupid wave at every single wrestler
Until
who's in
Joey
the ring.
Ryan waves back.
And the only one who waved back was Joey Ryan.
Hello. Oh, hello.
He's just like looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he waved hello back. And I was like, yes, you're my favorite, but not anymore because of what you did.
Oh, my God. Not Joey Ryan.
Well,
You're telling me the guy that portrays a fucking sexual pervert is actually a sexual pervert?
All I remember was stay away from the lollipop.
Oh, the lollipop was
Yeah.
so misused that day.
Oh.
It was Joey Ryan versus the guy with the
Papa
arm.
Schlongo.
The guy with the arm. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Papa Schlongo.
Gregory Irons.
Yes. Gregory Arms?
Papa Schlongo. Yeah,
His
Gregory
name's
Irons.
Gregory Arms?
Irons.
Irons. Oh, it's my bad.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Fuck, dude.
My hearing's not the best.
That's just as bad. Oh, my God.
Look
Oh,
at you
God.
knocking the mic.
Whatever. Ultimately,
Hot mic.
ultimately, really good match. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Goldust
Awesome
comes up
match.
short, but I mean, if Brody would have dropped the title, I would have probably turned off AEW. And
Yeah,
canceled the show.
it was another one of those. Brody wasn't going to win, But
Brody wasn't going to win.
Brody was going to win.
Good
But
correction.
You had that. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. And throughout that entire match, I was like, "Fucking Dustin's doing good. Like he's still got it."
I mean, the problem with what he has to go. He's got to get away from. He's got to stop doing Canadian destroyers. I like when he does the Yoshi Tonic, which is kind of like the flipping,
flip one, yeah.
the flipping pinning predicament. But when he does the Canadian destroyer, it's like he landed it once. Let me tell you something. Just because you can do a Canadian destroyer doesn't mean you're a good wrestler. You want to know why I'm going to say that? Because fucking Virgil did it.
Virgil. Lonely Virgil.
And you know who took that fucking bump?
Who?
Ethan Page. So that tells me, right?
He took the bump from Virgil?
Yep. So that tells me that move is no longer value. Okay.
Because it was done by Virgil.
It was done by fucking Lonely Virgil.
Go back to the $1 Million Dream, a.k.a. Sleeper Hold.
Oh, fuck. I gave the match a 2.5, and that was my match of the night. I thoroughly enjoyed the match. Like the whole night, I was like, "Oh, let's go, let's go."
You enjoyed it?
Endured it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too, Paul.
Bow.
I gave it a 3.
But it's time to end the Nightmare Family segment. Just everyone take a rest now. Let the Dark Order have their time, or the Dark Order, as Cornette calls it. Just let them have their time. And you know what? Hear me out here, but Grayson and Uno need a tag team title match.
Yes.
They need one.
Yes, they do.
And I think they will make FTR look really good, because that FTR tag match at All Out wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Wasn't that great at all.
I do hear that it was 117 degrees at ringside.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah. Celsius. It was like the sun.
I was literally roasting my nuts on the sun.
Sizzle.
And anyways,
you're fiddling with dials.
I am fiddling with dials because we need to wrap up.
Dials and knobs.
Goodbye.
Bye.